Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to today's issue of Warhammer Imperium. It's issue 42, which we get the head murder nun, a Canoness, for our Adepta Sororitas that we're going to be getting in the next few issues. So let's crack this open. And magazine. Let's put this aside for a sec. Let's have a look. So we've got a picture of our Canoness on the front. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the vestment style that some of these Canoness wear. So like these high collars and stuff, and this thing at the back. I'm not a big fan of that. Although I'm going to build this, obviously as part of the video, I'm probably never going to game with it. Because she's not a miniature that inspires me, and I've already done my Canoness for my sisters, of which there is a video. I'll put a link in the description below to my build unboxing, and then I did a paint video for her. So feel free to go and click and have a look at that. But here we go, Canoness, Defender of the Faith, her war gear, etc. Information about her. And then you get the battle record. We get information on the Adepta Sororitas. This looks like it might be coming straight out of the Adepta Sororitas Codex. Let's have a look. I mean, certainly some of the artwork is the same, but hey, there you go. So information about the Order's Militant as well. I am collecting Order of our Martyred Lady, which is handy because that's what the Imperium magazine is going to be following. And Adepta Sororitas Command information here about the command structure. So Canoness, Palatine. There's a nice picture there of Erica Loomis, I think it is, the Palatine from the Piety and Box set. So there's my Palatine. So Order of our Martyred Lady, the God Emperor's Fiery Sword. So information about them. You got Junis, Erutia, and Varentia. We have a short story, Holy Fire, Varentis 2's Habitation Blocks. Yep. And we have our How to Build the Canoness. Now this is a 2019 sculpt because that's when the Sisters of Battle were re-released. Were redone, re-released, and this was part of the Sisters of Battle box set that was released as part of the range refresh and upgrade for the Sisters. And the 3 other sprues that we'll get for Sisters, which will give us our 10 Sister Battle Squad, our 5 Seraphim, our 4 Repentia and Repentia Superior, our 3 Arco Flagellants and the Penitent Engine, all came from that original 2019 box set. So there you go. She's on a 32mm base. Goes together. She's fairly easy to put together. I'm probably not going to put the backpack on because it's one of those things that if I was going to paint her, I would leave it off for ease of painting. We're then into painting the Canoness. So she's going to be predominantly black, that's her armour, with other bits and pieces just called out. Her robes are ordinarily going to be red. And there you go. And that's what she's going to look like so far. So Canoness, movement 6 inches, weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 2+, strength 3, toughness 3, 5 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 9 and a 3 up save. She has a plasma pistol and a power sword. She also has a rod of office in this guise as well. So we have a tutorial for the rod of office and how that works. So it looks like it's going to be some sort of buff in your command phase. Select one friendly Order of Our Martyred Lady core or Order of Our Martyred Lady character unit within 12 inches of the bearer. Yeah. Till the start of your next command phase, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, re-roll a hit roll of 1. So there you go. And then we have Reconsecration is our initiate mission number 3. Necrons have targeted Electia's holy shrines and cathedral spires, seeking to further demoralise the surviving humans by wearing down their faith in the God Emperor. Fortunately for the Imperium, the Emperor's faithful shall not be cowed so easily. At the heart of the Adepta Sororitas Shrine District, a Canoness of the Order of Our Martyred Lady seeks to drive back the Xenos and reconsecrate holy ground defiled by the invaders. So Necrons, Royal Warden, psychological warfare. Whilst the Necrons feel contempt for the humans' faith, they do not doubt its potency. The Necron nobility understand that without the Imperial Creed to guide them, the defenders of the Ramesses system may lose hope. Thus have Necron forces been dispatched to destroy that which is sacred to the Imperium. Imperium, Canoness. An Imperium united. The Order of Our Martyred Lady's mission on Electia has been splintered, split between their fortified basilica on the hive surface and the shrines that litter the lower levels. The Canoness seeks to reconsecrate holy ground despoiled by the Necrons. To do so, she has called upon the Order's allies. So she's going to need Space Marines because she hasn't got any sisters with her at the moment. They don't come until some later issues. So, purify the shrine, refer to rules reference, right, mission briefing. This Ministorum shrine complex once stood as a symbol of the Emperor's eternal light. Now it lies broken and despoiled by Xenos invaders. The Necrons must be driven back and the holy ground reconsecrated. Right. Forces in play: Necrons, 1 Royal Warden, 10 Necron Warriors, 5 Immortals. Imperium, we've got the Canoness, 5 Assault Intercessors and the 3 Aggressors. And we're paying over the same scenery that we had in the previous mission, which is the pipe sets and the sector ruins that we've had. But we've got an objective marker in this one as well, which is going to be... So I'm going to assume that the objective marker... Yeah, the shrine, the objective marker in this mission represents the centre of the Ministorum shrine. So there you go. Right, let's have a look at the plastic. Let's bring it down. Now, 2019, as I said, is when this young lady was first produced. And as you can see, you know, it's a single monopose miniature. You don't get any options. Although, to be quite honest, you could potentially add some, either a different head, I would say, and a different backpack, and then if you've got spares floating around. But yeah, there you go. That's what you got. So she's got a bionic leg as well, and a cowed head. So, and that's her rod of office there, and that's it. She comes with a 32mm base, as standard sisters do. Some of their support troops have different size bases, but yeah, there you go. So, like I say, I'm not overly excited about this sculpt. I much prefer the Canoness that you can buy separately as a box. I think you get some better options there, and I like her vestments better than the vestments that you get with the current Canoness with this one. But there you go. Come back and we'll build her. she's all ready, so let's jump in and get her built. So first thing is we're joining the two halves of the main torso together, and you need to align this as best you can. Now, GW in their later years have done a really good job in trying to hide a lot of seam lines on other seam lines, basically. So a natural seam line, like where the edge of cloth might meet something of a hard surface, they'll try and put a seam line along there. And they've done this in a few places with this mini so the most notable one being the vestments here. They've got a line of buttons and they've put a join line by those buttons in order to hide it as best you can. So I'm gluing this down, and what I've actually done is, in order to hide the seam line on this side of the Canoness, what I've done is I've put enough glue in there so that when I push the bits together it makes a weld line. And then when that dries and hardens, give it a couple of hours, I can then trim that away and hopefully not be left with any mould line in that area. Right, we're next going to chuck on her bionic leg. And then her power sword goes on one arm. Like that. And then her rod of office goes on the other side, so her left hand arm. Like so. Now we are in a bit of a quandary. Actually no, that's not too bad. So I'm going to pop on the back of her cloak. Which has some really nice fleur-de-lis detail on it. And then I shall pop on the front of her vestments, and again just pop in a little bit of glue in each of those spaces. And there you go, that's as far as I'm going to take it. I'm not going to put a head in, her cowled head, because I'm going to keep it out for ease of painting, and I'm not going to glue her backpack on. It has a square peg which will obviously only go in one way. So I'll just push that in, and then her backpack goes on the back there. And then obviously she will go onto her base. Now the reason I'm not going to glue her to the base is so that if I do come to paint her, I may not, because she doesn't enamour me as a Canoness. It will allow me access to the underside of her robes to get in and paint those without hopefully getting too much paint on everything else. Whereas if she is attached to the base, it's going to be an absolute pain in the bum. But there you go. That is the Canoness from issue 42. And hopefully you'll join me in the next video. Alright, take care. Bye-bye.